Hey, so what stand out for you the most first week of training camp?
I say really competition. I mean, everybody's getting back into, the football mentality. Everybody's, attacking their one-on-ones, making sure, the offense and defense is iron sharpen iron, making sure everybody's in tune with what they got going on.
As productive as you were to end last season, how has that affected your mentality this offseason coming into camp? Is there, how does that affect your drive?
Really just, wiping the slate clean. I mean, knowing obviously the pros and cons of what I did to end off the year, but understanding that obviously what I did wasn't enough to get the ultimate goal. So coming back with the mentality of, job not finished and attacking everything I did from the little details to obviously the things I do well, even harder than before, and trying, be that piece, that leader on the offense to get everybody going.
Isaiah, we talk about chemistry all the time. Obviously, you and Lamar had great chemistry in the last year. Is there another level you can get to, and if so, how do you go about doing it?
For sure. I mean, I feel like there's still plays on the field that me and Lamar, just might have just missed, or I was off and he expected me somewhere, or I expected it a certain way. So just harping on those things in practice, hearing it from his perspective, whether he's taking a rep with me or just watching from the sideline, he's always in tune to watching either when you're on or when you're off, and always going to the iPad and like, hey, if you look here, I'm going to hit you, or if you do this way, like, expect it right now, stuff like that.
Isaiah, how have you guys developed that chemistry? Like, is there an example of it in how do you think Lamar trusts you as much as he sort of is showing?
I say really just, harping on little things in practice. I mean, everybody brings up the Texans game when I told him to throw it up. I mean, that was just, what we do in practice. Like, I'll be in practice and say, and Lamar, put some more air on it. I promise you I won't make you wrong. So, like, having those, situations in practice where he trusts me, where he does that in practice. So, in game, it's not the first time. So, in game, when I say, man, Lamar, throw it up, like, I got you, I promise you. And he nods his head, lets me know, like, I got you next time, I got it. And, when it's complete, it's always a good thing.
Does it lift everybody when he's out there on the city?
Yeah. I mean, for sure. I mean, you guys see, not only from, like, you guys' point of view from seeing him, like, wow, like, quarterback one's back out here, but, the kid's energy, and then you finally get to see him. Lamar brings that obviously that leader role, but obviously that smile, I mean, it's infectious. Not only the offense, but for the team, knowing that your leader's here, knowing that he's going to give every play he got.
So you got a few catches over Kyle Hamilton today. What have those competitions been like, and how exciting is it to get to go against guys who won Pro Bowl last year?
I say it's been I've been going up against Kyle since rookie year. I mean, you guys been here all the time. Me and Kyle went from rookie year getting like 7 straight one-on-ones every day to now where it's like when we see each other, we know like, okay, this might be the only one I get, so I can't have him talking in the locker room about it or when we get on the sideline. So, whether I win one or whether he wins one, we always want to talk and say like, hey, why'd you do that certain way, or why'd you do that certain way? And like even today, like me and Kyle got a little bit after practice, so we could work on some stuff with me and him, and like going from there. But I say like Kyle always gets me better. Like win, lose, or draw my rep. Like I feel like I always got better.
Is that part of what gets you through some of the drudgery of training camp? Those little one-on-one moments.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously, like if you could spot your one-on-one before the play happens, like you're already like, okay, it's me versus you. But like most of the time, our defense does a great job disguising who has who or what does what. So when you fine-tune your rep and knowing who you got and being able to attack it competitively, that's always a blessing in the day.
Isaiah, there's been a lot of talk about a very versatile role for you on this offense. The coaches have mentioned it multiple times. How excited are you for that role? And then how much extra work have you put in? What kind of extra work have you been putting in to make sure you know all of your assignments?
I say I'm very excited. I mean, I feel like I finally get to show everybody my football knowledge. I mean, understanding, being that chess piece, as I say, from inline to off the ball to in the slot to out wide to in the backfield, showing coach that as long as I know where I am for that specific play and that specific design, catching that matchup, I mean, I could be the nightmare that everybody wants me to be, and showing that, I can study the playbook, I know the playbook in and out to be able to tell not only the receivers where to go, where the running back has to go, and we can play as fast ball as possible.
So being a tight end means both receiving but also blocking, in addition to pen rain, some offensive line losses. Just how much of an importance was that a part of your offseason in building your run blocking ability?
For sure. I mean, I felt like, obviously, like, I want to get better inline blocking, and that's definitely going to keep me on the field a lot more. But really just working on, that first step, that hand placement, and really just, strain. I mean, that's the one thing that I felt like as a blocker, it's more like your willingness. I mean, how much do you want it more for your person not to make the tackle for him rather than him make the play? So I feel like that's more of, your want and your drive at the end of the day in the play. And I feel like that's something I'm gonna show a lot more this year.
Isaiah, enormous difference in terms of per snap or per target productivity of the tight ends last year. 12 touchdowns, no interceptions for the tight ends. There have been a lot of interceptions to tight ends in previous years. Can you kind of diagnose some of the difference, whether that's Lamar or it's Monken in terms of the scheme last year, it's you guys? Who's responsible for that difference?
I say it really comes to how bad do you want the ball again. And from a quarterback's perspective, like if they throw an interception and it goes to you, more than likely, if they have the same opportunity again, they're probably not going to throw the ball again. And that's how I think, at least. Obviously there's that next play mentality. Things happen, obviously. But in my mind, it's my ball and nobody's. I try to make it into 100 versus DB nothing. And that's the way I attack the ball, whether it's a good ball, bad ball, anything. Everything. If I feel like I can put my hand on the ball, I can catch anything. So just going up to the mentality of the ball, of it's mine or nobody's. And I feel like if I have that mentality, then I can get my quarterback any type of window to throw the ball and always make him right.